I'm going to guide us through a little practice. I'm going to practice what I preach and just take us on a kind of short, slow, guided breath practice, get us all kind of entrained together, get us regulated and calm and really ready to receive this information. So calming our nervous system so that we can have focus and attention. So wherever you are is fine. There's no need to lay down for this. You can just sit exactly where you are. And first thing I like to do is just have everybody look around the space that they're in, look around the room that they're in. And this just kind of attunes us as an organism to our space, helps us get a sense of, oh, there's me and there's outside. Just feeling the space that contains us. And as you're there, welcome to close your eyes or keep them open. It's up to you. Just invite you to tune your awareness into your breath. Just start paying attention to the way that the breath is organically moving through you. Tuning to the awareness, what it feels like to have your rib cage expand and deflate. And from this place of awareness, just invite you to use some intention to extend your exhale. So to really start allowing the exhale to come out as slowly as possible. And if this means maybe bringing in a faster inhale or a stronger inhale, that's fine. It can be through the nose or through the mouth, but just letting out that exhale slowly and as long as you can make it last. And if you start to feel towards the end of this exhale, a slight feeling of air hunger, like you're wanting to breathe again, just see if you can sit with that a little bit and allow that air hunger to just be an aspect of this experience, extending the exhale. You might start to notice your heart rate slowing down, maybe your mouth is salivating. This is just your body kind of tuning down to a parasympathetic state. And now I'm just going to invite you at the top of your inhale, when you've reached the point where you feel your inhale is complete, I'm just going to invite you to take one extra sip of air before you exhale. And then continue with that long, extended exhale. We'll just do a couple more of these breaths, these double inhales all the way to the top, and then one extra sip of air before you exhale your long, extended out breath. We'll do one more together. Okay. Thanks for doing that with me. So that's a breath called the physiological sigh. And if anyone is kind of the Huberman ilk and follows Huberman, you know this is his kind of breath, his breath of practice. And really what we're doing with this breath is we're extending our exhale, which stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. So we'll get into the kind of relationship to the autonomic nervous system a bit later, but really just know that when you extend the exhale, you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system. So that's sending us into a state of calm and relaxation and allowing our attention and our focus to really be attuned to what is important and what we want to be attuned to rather than kind of being in a state of hypervigilance or hyperactivity. And what we're doing with that double inhale is we're inflating the lungs. And then once we feel like it's fully inflated, when we inflate again, it has the effect of inflating the alveoli. So these little sacs that are in the lungs, mostly in the bottom of the lungs, which is where the gas exchange takes place in the lungs. And it just kind of reinflates the alveoli and it actually increases the surface area of the lungs. So we're just allowing our body to have a more efficient gas exchange. And in a recent study that came out from Huberman's lab, actually, the physiological sigh outperformed all other kind of forms of slow ventilation breath work for reducing stress, entering into a state of calm, and increasing focus. So I really like this one because it can be done just like in a single breath. Like you can just do one physiological sigh, double inhale, long exhale, and it will like immediately cause a state change, I notice. But it can also be done as a longer practice. So for like 10, 15 minutes. And that's when you really start to notice some of the differences.